Imagine a bustling port city, a jewel of the ancient world, swallowed whole by the desert in a single, catastrophic night. Not Atlantis, but a real Egyptian metropolis, vanished for over 1,000 years, hiding secrets that would shake the foundations of archaeology. This is the story of Tanis, a city so magnificent, and its disappearance so absolute, that for centuries, its very existence was considered a myth. The Nile Delta, around the 11th century BC, was a vibrant tapestry of life. At its eastern edge, Tanis rose, a city destined for greatness. It became the capital of Egypt during the 21st and 22nd dynasties, a hub of trade, religion, and royal power. Pharaohs walked its streets, vast temples dedicated to Ammonius, Mut, and Khonsu pierced the sky, and its bustling harbor welcomed ships from across the Mediterranean. It was a city of unparalleled wealth, a true rival to ancient Thebes, boasting monumental architecture and a population that thrived on the fertile lands and crucial trade routes. Its strategic location made it a gateway to the east, a crucible where Egyptian grandeur met foreign influence. But such prominence, such splendor, can be fleeting, especially when pitted against the capricious whims of nature. For centuries, Tanis prospered, its pharaohs buried in tombs rivaling those of the Valley of the Kings. Yet, as the Roman Empire eventually eclipsed Egypt's independent power, the city began a slow, insidious decline. The once mighty Nile, giver of life, started to shift its course, a subtle change at first, unnoticed by the generations living within the city's opulent walls. The eastern branch of the river, once Tanis's lifeblood, providing fertile silt and a trade artery, began to dry up. The mighty harbor, once teeming with merchant vessels, slowly became a stagnant backwater, then a dusty basin. The desert, an eternal predator, watched and waited, its sands creeping closer with each passing year. The ground beneath the city, once firm, became unstable, waterlogged during the annual floods, then cracking and crumbling as the water receded. The warnings were there, whispers in the wind, but the city, once a beacon of civilization, was stubbornly clinging to its fading glory, its people perhaps too entrenched to acknowledge the encroaching doom. Then, sometime in the 6th century AD, the unthinkable happened. It wasn't an earthquake, not war, but a hydrological catastrophe of epic proportions. The Nile, in a final, brutal shift, abandoned Tanis entirely. The crucial eastern Pelusiac branch, which had sustained the city for millennia, completely silted up, diverting its waters westward. This wasn't a gradual drying, this was a sudden, violent transformation. Without the life-giving river, the intricate network of canals dried to dust. The very ground beneath their feet, once constantly replenished by the silt-rich floods, became barren, saline, and unstable. The desert, no longer merely encroaching, surged forward like a silent, golden tide. Homes, temples, even entire districts, were not simply abandoned, they were entombed. The wind, now unchecked, whipped the fine sand into towering dunes, burying streets, squares, and monuments with terrifying speed. Imagine the panic, the desperate exodus, as a once grand metropolis was swallowed not by the sea, but by the relentless, suffocating embrace of the Sahara. Within a few decades, Tanis, the glorious city of pharaohs, was gone, literally wiped from the face of the earth, leaving behind only whispering sands and a confounding historical gap. For over 1,000 years, Tanis became a phantom, a name whispered in ancient texts but without a physical location. Historians and archaeologists debated its existence, often confusing it with other Nile Delta cities. Then, remarkably, in 1939, French Egyptologist Pierre Montet, chasing a hunch and scraps of old maps, uncovered what would become one of the most astonishing finds in Egyptian archaeology. Hidden beneath feet of sand, he found not just ruins, but an intact royal necropolis. Inside, treasures rivaling those of Tutankhamun lay undisturbed, the silver sarcophagus of Susan's eye, gold death masks, and an array of jewelry and artifacts. Unlike the Valley of the Kings, these tombs were virtually untouched by ancient grave robbers due to the sheer obscurity of their location. The discovery of gold and lapis lazuli in such abundance, especially the unique silver coffin, baffled experts, as silver was often more precious than gold in ancient Egypt. It was evidence that the city, far from being a myth, was indeed real, and its wealth had been staggeringly immense right up until its sudden demise. What's even crazier? Montet initially thought he'd stumbled upon the remains of Avaris, the Hyksos capital, adding another layer of historical confusion before eventually confirming it was, in fact, the lost city of Tanis. The story of Tanis isn't just about a lost city, it's a chilling reminder of nature's raw power and how even the grandest human achievements can be erased by the shifting sands of time, and literal sand. Its rediscovery proved that sometimes, the most incredible histories aren't found in monumental structures still standing, but in the most unexpected places, buried under centuries of forgotten dust. Tanis, the city swallowed by the desert, rose again, revealing its forgotten splendor and rewriting chapters of ancient Egyptian history. It challenges us to reconsider what else lies hidden beneath our feet, waiting to shatter our understanding of the past. What other magnificent cities have succumbed to the relentless march of nature? For more incredible, mind-bending historical revelations, make sure to follow for more untold stories.